Okay guys, let's just start. Go with the flow. First of all, I definitely like this to have in first sight, and once in a while I am gonna do some edges. It can be a pink edge, gonna be this craft paper edge, maybe even the glitter edge that I use for this, for the memory game. So once in a while I am gonna do an edge just because I like it and it gives a nice extra touch. And since I use the 120 gram papers for all the pages and the pockets, it's not gonna be extra thick, so that's a good thing. Go. Yes, cool. So this is going to be somewhere on this pocket, but let's see what we are going to do on the bottom. For this, I always like to bring back. How about, well, I do like this one. This is very, very cozy. And then a pink back, because this is pink on the left and not pink on here. So this is cool for the bottom. And then, oh, this is very, very cute to have this. What do you think? Or this pale one? No, we like some flowers. Alright, I go for this one. Cool. So let's cut all that. You also can cut it this direction, saves you papers. So I'm not gonna do the edges constantly, so just once in a while. So with this one I am not, because I already have that little tag used. And of course you can skip this part, of course. You don't need to do exactly the same, but sometimes I'm just gonna keep filming so I can tell a little bit about my holidays. Still have one holiday coming, so I'm very excited about the next one. But so once in a while I am gonna tell a little bit what my adventures were this holiday. And like I said, if you don't want to hear it, then just, yeah, what can I say? You also can just skip the noise. Put me on mute, put a little music on, and just see me doing. And then also, if you don't want to see me doing this, then yeah, it's all to you. It's all up to you, of course, whatever you like. But I'm just gonna keep doing what I like the most, and that is a little brabbling, a little making mistakes. That's one fun thing to do. I make a lot of mistakes. Alright, for a pocket you can go 1/2 inch inside. And then you just can cut this a little smaller. But this is actually the best thing to do. Put design paper on. Oh, I definitely need to be careful with the ink because I'm using white, well, cream paper, so I definitely need to be careful with my ink and also my dirty hands. So I'm gonna clean those more often than I am used to, because I definitely want to keep this clean as possible. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up so I do see it better. I also can use the back to burnish this down. Here we go, guys. Nice first pocket. And as promised, I am gonna do this because, yeah, you still can add. You also can make it a little lower, but I like to have this in the middle, somewhere here. Just gonna make 2 marks so I can stay inside. You also can decide how far this glue needs to be. Here we go, put some on. And there you go. Yes, cool. All right. Bend this a little bit. Yep. Cool. I like this nice big pockets. Definitely make sure that here it's going to be attached, because you don't want to have, if you're going to go in your pocket, that this will get loose. So that's not something that you want. Alright, so let's turn this over. And let's go to this one. So you definitely need to be aware that you're going to see this. I want to make this a little darker. So let's see. I think I am going to use this strip maybe. So the first thing that I like to do is to cut this down. Oh, you also can use this as a pocket. So for this time I am going to cut this down, but for next time you can use this also as a pocket. Here we go. So what did I all did with my holidays? Cool. You do see this. This is a nice one for the back, I think. Yep, I like this for the back. Alright, let's make this ready. Okay, so now the first week of my holiday was not that much meant to be mentioned, because that I was still needed to finish my my spooky seasons project. So that week I was pretty busy and thank God my hobby was not that much angry about it. He just support me in every way. But yeah, that week was still busy because I definitely wanted to make it finished so I could enjoy the most of my holiday, because if something is not finished, then my head is also not having holiday. So I definitely wanted to make it finished before my holiday starts. Well, my hubby has 1 week earlier than me, so the first week is always a little, yeah, working and all kind of things going on. But the Wednesday we needed to, you do see this one right here. I definitely want to make it, maybe, is this too much? Oh, this one is nice. I think I will go with maybe even green. This one is nice, but you also have this one's light, or this one. Oh, this one I like. This one I like. Yep. Alright, so yeah, Wednesdays, my daughter went on a holiday and to Albany. Do we need a strip? Guys, do we like to have a strip for here? Okay, this one is, way too large, isn't it? Would be cool. This and this at the bottom. Not that bad, not that bad at all. Let's see if I can, well, I also can use this for a strip. And then this go right here. Okay guys, we have too much options. Too much options. Is there something else? Oh, this one is also very cool. For a strip. Just gonna go. This is very delicate. For a nice little. Ooh, this I do like, so I am gonna cut this one 1/2 inch. 3/4. Let's change my mind. So we did drive our daughter to Germany, where she took off to Albany, and so how long is that? A drive. God, I did not see it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. From ours to Keulen. Well, it's longer than an hour, so it's a pretty long drive. But the plane ticket was cheaper if she goes from there, but that's okay. If we need to take off to Schiphol, Amsterdam, then it's also 1.5 hours, so that's no big deal. But that was pretty much our Wednesday. Driving our girl to the airport. Ho ho ho, I love this page. I love it. Okay, let's decorate. Just thinking if I want sometimes to have an edge. I'm with the edges. I'm gonna start with this one. Alright. It's difficult talking and thinking and make sure that your paper is everything. Okay. Yep, I do like it. Okay, focus. Alright, what else is there going on? Well, the way back from the Germany's airport, we went out for dinner because, of course, it was our holiday as well. So we know a very nice restaurant that's in Limburg. Neustadt, I think it is. It's right along the train rails. I really like that space. It's very quiet. It's very busy as well, but I really like that place. So we went several times to that restaurant. So that was a very nice time. Yep, bring back the craft once in a while. I like it. Alright, doing that dinner, guys, we our son was calling, and that week we had some little stress about our how you call that? Okay, so you have a telephone agreement, an abonnement, I call that. And you also have that with television to watch and everything. So we all have, all in one, watching television, having our phones, having internet. So we all have that in one, at one company. And now our son has moved out a few months earlier, and he was also living here, of course, and he changed his address, and well, somehow he not only moved himself, but he also moved us. So everything was flipping around with that how you call, what's an abonnement? Well, I'm just gonna call it in Dutch an abonnement. And so my hubby got that phone call from his son, and oh my god, he was really right away very angry on him because he did something stupid. Is the correct word. Yeah, I need to say it. Well, it was not particularly his fault, but yeah, he should have asked how to do it, because now everything was wrong. But okay. Oh, why is this glued down? Oh, okay. There was a little dot here. Need to take care of that. Alright, so we have our first page. These are going to be just plain to have a nice big picture on it. So which one do you like to see here? I think I'd like to bring this back. Is that an idea or is that stupid? Which one was that? This. Let's just check it out. Is that cool to bring that back? I do like that. So I'm just going to use this one fully. So my hubby was angry. Yes, he was. So the next day, because yeah, it was already later in the evening, so he could not fix that problem. So the next day, I think he was having a phone call more than an hour with that company to solve it all. So we finally thought it is solved, but we needed to go to the store to write my son out of this address. So we definitely need to, because they needed his passport and everything, so we could not do that on the phone. So the next day we went to the store and to fix it all, and finally we had it fixed. Yay! Okay, what I must say, I think 2 weeks after that, somehow they called my son to ask him something, because they were not completely convinced that now everything was okay. Oh my gosh, and my son said some things and now they changed it back. Like, oh no! So it was again completely wrong. Oh my gosh, how it's pure for the company, guys. It's the company that made it so difficult. Good Lord. So again, we had a very nice long phone call again with the company, and now it's finally okay. But 1 week after that, I had another problem with my internet. Somehow my internet was so slow. Oh my goodness, I did not know. And that was since all those scrabbling with that company. So I have to make a call as well, because my internet was so small, so I could not send any files for the principals or whatsoever. I could not do anything. So, and then finally it was fixed. Duh. Finally. So now everything is okay back again. Took me a few weeks, but finally it is okay. Oh, I have an anger to use this, but those are not just for... I really like this. How do you like this so far? So cool. Big pockets. Big pockets. This is maybe nice to put something on here. I'm gonna check that out. Can't do the pocket right now, but I first going to decide what I want on the inside here. I think I'm gonna keep that plain. What shall we do right here? That is going to be C. I think a nice pink or something. Something like this. Or maybe these flowers to come back. Is that an idea? There is so many options. So this is too pink. You also can use this. I don't know just yet, but I'm first gonna focus on here. I'm gonna use this one on the left. On the left, on the left. So we make an edge for this one. No, not for this one. Maybe for the pocket on the back. This one needs to be as flat as possible. But those companies definitely can give you some hard times. Sometimes. Okay, there are too many dots on here to see which... Oh, here it is. Oh my god. There's so many dots on here. Alright, so... Awkward things to tell. But yeah, it was definitely something that was bothering us. I definitely need to tell. So we're glad that it finally is okay and that my son is moving out on its own and we don't have any troubles any longer, thank God. But that was pretty much the first week of our holiday. And then of course on Saturday we went to Germany for our week. We rent a house with another family, with our friends. They have a son who is 14 years old, so well, it's almost an adult. Not much a child any longer. So yeah, but then you need to clean your house. Well, at least I like to do that, and pack your bags and everything. I always like to first make sure that the laundry is completely done, and then I'm gonna pack my bags. So yep, that was pretty much the first week. I liked it. So you still can add a nice big picture on it, nice photo mats. Like it. So let's go to the back. Can use this to bring it back. Cool. You also can do it this or this direction and then split this. Okay, that's nice. So I am going to use this but think I'm going to do some brown to bring it back. And yeah, you're definitely going to say, what on earth is she doing? She's going to use 120 grams to keep the bulk down, and now she is going to add extra paper, so it's getting bulkier. Yeah, something. Something like that. Yep, it is true. It's definitely true, but I do like it. And in the past I did it before, but then using all papers 160 grams. So yep. And sometimes I am reading people using their cardstock even above the 200. Oh my gosh. So I think my dear friend from Finland also does that. So I'm wondering how that looks. But I know it looks perfect. But I never do. I think it's too bulky. But that's every person's own favorite thickness of papers, favorite brands they like to use. So it's all up to you. You make the call on what to use. Now I already do have some leftovers. Oh, can I use this? Can use this. And otherwise, I'm gonna use this. I like it. I like it. Let me first cut this also right away. Yes. Alright, so the Saturday came when we leave to Germany. As what was not a long drive. It was, I think, 4-hour drive or something, so it was not that long, so that's okay. We were quite fast at the house, and we had some contact with the owner, and she asked even if he could come earlier. Well, that is not a big deal to us. The earlier the better, isn't it? Yep, because yeah, we did not have to drive long. So yeah, we can come earlier. That's the earlier the holiday can start, isn't it? Yes. Alright, let's put this on. This looks like a nice big tag. It isn't, but do we have some ribbons maybe? I can pull. We always can attach stuff. Oh. Let's stay in the lines. So when we were arriving, the owner was waiting for us already, and then we got a big tour, and not a big tour, a small tour to the house, some explaining how the sauna works and the whirlpool, how it works, everything. So yeah, it was a stunning house, guys. It was a stunning house. Absolutely, I loved it. The house was absolutely fine. The weather was, by the way, not that well, so we did not use the sauna whatsoever, but we did use the whirlpool just once because of the weather. Yeah, and I know you can make the water warmer with a whirlpool, but yeah, somehow the vibe was not there to use it. Oh, this is nice. Shall we just use this for the back? So yeah, but the house was absolutely amazing, guys. It was just perfect. But mostly we sat inside because of the weather. Well, the weather was actually perfect. Afterwards, if we think back, the weather was perfect because what we do, we like to bike, use our bikes and just go biking and geocaching and something like that. You definitely don't want to have 30 or 35 degree hot weather. You definitely don't. So we had actually the perfect weather to do outside activities. Where is the fold? Alright, not too close to the fold line. Alright, and we have here a nice back for this big pocket. I like it. Yeah, cool. Alright, so far. See, and this comes back, so that I do like on a page. Therefore, this also screams for something nice. For example, cool, absolutely love it. We do have other ones. Let's check it out. These are more flowery. Christmas sweet treats. Happy Christmas. Well, I think this one fits actually very, very well. You also can use the smaller ones or these ones. No, I think I'm just going to keep it with this one. Now I'm going to keep it with this one. Okay. Let me cut a piece of this. I'm just going to use my scissors for this one. Just a small piece. There we go. definitely going to use this glue, otherwise it's not gonna dry that happy. There we go. Not too short, otherwise you don't see the bling bling. And you don't need to find, guys, you don't need to find exactly the same, because this one is I call that with tape on the back, adhesive. I know there are glitter wrapping papers that looks exactly the same, and that is perfect. That is perfect as well. So you definitely don't need to find exactly the same, guys. You don't. It's just what I have in my stash. So I definitely like to use what I have in my stash. But don't be intimidated that you definitely need to use the same. It's an idea. It's an idea because it's gorgeous. It is. But don't be intimidated that you need to search for it. I have no idea where I got this gifted from someone from Finland, so I have no idea where you get it, but I do see it somewhere in the stores. Oh, amazing. I like it. Okay, so that is as I told you that I would get. So now I do see, so I still need to put something in here and in here and in here. So maybe I first gonna put something inside to see how thick is it all going to be. So for the well, I think I am gonna use as well the 120 grams. So a little smaller, of course. Put that in your pocket, and I'll make this as well a little smaller. Okay, let's decorate this. Always check first what you still have left, guys. Then I'm just gonna put the fold line inside. I'm gonna see how much I need to take this off. So this will be a nice booklet. Open up. Alright, that goes in here. And then for here, don't need to create every single time a booklet. But it is nice because then you have more space. I'm also gonna make this a little less. Less is more. See, that's a nice extra tag, an extra photo mat or something. But you also can make a booklet inside, guys. That's totally up to you. Alright, so that is fulfilled. And then we just can watch how deep. Well, I think I'm just gonna leave it. This one. If I'm gonna do a pocket, then it's on this side. And this one I'm gonna keep this flat. Just a nice big, I'm not gonna make a pocket on here because this one is already bulky enough. So for here I recommend that you decorate this with just plain paper, maybe a nice big one. Just a nice solid one, and otherwise you also can split this in two if you like. That's totally up to you. Or you're gonna split it in this direction. That's all very funky to do. So yeah, maybe that's an idea to do it this direction. Why not? Just a nice big. Then you would use let's check it out. Shall we do some green to bring it back, or pink? This one is also very nice to do that for the back. And then we go here, pink. What do you think? So if you want to do the same, then stay away 1 millimeter from the fold line. Okay, let's cut this down. Okay, now if you want to do, you also can keep this like this, of course, just simple. It is all to you. But I'm gonna split this in 4 ways. Let's see if that's an option. So I'm just gonna cut this and this. Okay. I hope we can do this, guys. I hope we can do this. And then I am just going to glue this together for a moment. Okay, if I mess this up, guys, then don't do this. Alright. Let's see if that puzzle works. Okay, the meaning is now that I flip this one till here, and then I flip this one like this. Okay, cool. I like it. Now let's see how to apply this on here, because we definitely need some edges, of course. Why is it so hard to get? Because now we did cut this white, but I want to keep this just a little, just a tiny little bit. Okay, I think we just can start with this one. Fingers crossed. Where's the glue? The glue is gone, 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 gone. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here we go. So I am gonna start, of course, at the bottom. And I'm gonna keep this nice and clean, even away from the edges. Okay, same amount. And then it's almost time to do some walking outside. The best cure for my back is to walk. And it's very nice weather today, so this direction. Okay, I do like it a clean, tiny little bit away from each other. Tiny little bit, doesn't need to be just a tiny little bit. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, let's go to this one, and then maybe, just maybe this piece, we need to adjust maybe a little tiny bit, I don't know. But so far, it works nice. Just a tiny little amount of glue. Less is more. Okay, same thing with this one. I'm just gonna stay a little away. I'm still away from the fold line. Yes, okay, and now it's the moment of truth. Is this still fitting, even if I am, see, and that is only a small little edge from here. Tiny little edge. Where is my ruler? So I am gonna cut down just a tiny little edge. The ruler holds it down, and then I still can cut a very nice small edge with this one. I still love this one, guys. The We Are Memory Keepers is my biggest friend, and the Fiskars. But why do I love it? Because it's not a heavy one. It's foldable and I can move it in and out as many times as I want. And the fiskars I love, but it's not movable that much. But it's a good one. It's a good one if you have that right away beside you. But we are memory keepers is my god. Alright, put this in with that little tiny edge. See, and then that's the only thing that I had to adjust. The top of that, and then you have that tiny little edge. And wait, this page looks so cool just to have an extra split in it. So what do you think? I like it. Would even be a shame if you're gonna put a nice picture on here, but yeah, that is actually the case. If you have a picture, wow, it still looks amazing with all these edges. Cool. Alright, so that is done. So, an extra pocket on here, do you want? God, I do like it. I do like it. It's quite simple, guys. It's a very simple page. But I like it. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna make a pocket. Can't help myself. Pocket queen is here. So, let's grab extra piece of paper because I do not have anything left. I'm just gonna go old-fashioned. Let's go old-fashioned. 1/2 inch. Place that to the left. Stay away 1 millimeter from the edge. Score. Oh, don't forget score. And of course to the bottom. Alright, now for this pocket you can make it a little funkier than just straight. Let me see first. How deep do we want this? I'm just gonna eyeball this. Is this 2 inch? Something like that. That's here we go. Yay, yay, yay. Alright, make the edges with some tape. Same as normal. Go, cut the corners. Okay, now we are going to make a nice edge. Let's see. We did have quite some tags that we can use for that. This one is too deep, so I definitely like one of these two. This one is too deep. Well, we still can do this. Oh, this is actually not that bad. A nice deep incision. Okay, why not? Let's go for this. Alright, so what I like to do, I have a leftover piece right here. Let's make a nice template. Right here. Gonna use my pencil. And I am just going to redraw this piece right here. This we can put away. So this is going to be my template. I like to cut right along my pencil mark. You don't need to do this, guys. If you hating fussy cutting, then I understand. You can just skip this and make sure that your edge from your pocket is just straight. It is all up to you. So you can use this or you can use this. That's totally up to you. This, if you would like to use this one, it's easy. Well, it's white on white, that's not easy, but now you can keep this nice saddle, same height. So that is cool. And there you go. So you can make your own decision which one you like to use. Don't throw this away, we can use that later. So yeah, I do like this nice big incision. So let's see, what can we use for that? So it's the left side, definitely want to have some pink. This is cool to use. So we're definitely going to use this as well. Can use the top, but do we also have some other pink? Well, do not, as this one, and I don't think it's pinky enough what I like. Alright, so let's okay, I really like this flowery stuff. Let's see, I do want to have a nice edge for this one. How does this look? Yep, I do like this. So we'll make it a little deeper. I go till those round birds. Are those birds? Yeah, actually they are. Actually they are little birds. But okay, so I'm just going to use this piece with this, and then maybe some green. So this we can use at the bottom, this here somewhere, and then we're gonna start, maybe this one fits nicely. Alright, so let's cut this first. Go. Save it all. Just, I'm going to use this one at the top, so you're just going to flip this around, make this even, and then we go to the back. Watch if this is nice equal in the middle, but this is equal. Alright, if you have a plan, then just place that on. Okay, and now we're just gonna cut this out. Again, I am gonna cut along the pencil mark. Here we go. You can still save it, you never know where you're gonna need it for. This definitely save that. You never know. Alright, smooch the edges. So put this on. You can use a little white edge. There we go. Let's cut this one down. Did I already cut this one? Yep. Oh, now I actually don't need. Wait just a sec. I'm gonna cut this one 1/2 inch, or maybe even half. And then I'm going to use this for the bottom. I think I like to have a tiny brown edge. Oh, I think the doggies need to go out. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Tiny little. Thought so. There is another little edge. Okay. Yes. And I feel some little paws. Hallo. Moet jij buiten? Moet jij buiten? Ik kom eraan, schatje. Ik kom eraan. Bijna klaar. Okay, on some brown, just a tiny little bit, but you definitely need to see something, of course. I also hear the little circles that makes Chica. Chica makes little circles as she wants to go out. So they are telling me it's time. Oh. Wait. The other way around. Chica, ik kom eraan. Chica pica. Here we go. Burnish it down, guys. Burnish it down. Yeah. Cool. I like it. See how the brown mixes very nice. Ik kom, schatje. Ik kom. Here we go. Yes. Yep, and then a nice background. But first I definitely need to let the dogs out.